Hey YouTube, now that we got our Beretta hooked up with all sorts of parts, fancy equipment, spring upgrades, and it's functioning real nice, we got one last thing to do to us to make this the world's most accurate Beretta 92 FS Vertec that the world has ever seen. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do that with this $200 barrel? I don't know. Maybe. It might work. I just bought this barrel. It just came in. This is a copy of what Beretta did in the Beretta 92 stock model. They used a barrel bushing. If you look, you'll see that there's a big old gap all the way around here. It actually only touches in one small spot right here, right at the bottom. One small little area. That's not locked in place by any other means than the rear locking block. So the front is floating, the rear is locked. Beretta came up with the stock model, had a barrel bushing similar to a 1911. Essentially this is it. I see a P stamped on here, so this is a factory Beretta barrel. It is not a stainless steel barrel. I got this on eBay for $200 plus some shipping. This is supposed to be a drop-in version of what a gentleman on Beretta forums goes by Wall, or calls himself Wall, W-A-L. Makes these, custom fits them. You send him your slide, he makes the bushing by hand, he machines it and fits it to your slide and then sends you your slide back. That service is pretty cool in my opinion, but I figured, you know what, I was gonna go this route and try this and see if I could do it myself. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go ahead and take this apart and we're gonna turn it into the most accurate Beretta 92 FS in the whole world. No other will be as accurate. First, we wanna make sure that this bushing fits. And to be honest, when I first got this kit, this bushing did not fit in there. I put it on the lathe and I stoned it down and honed it down about a thou and got it to where it's snug, but it's not uncomfortably tight like it was when I got it, which was unfortunate because it was supposed to be dropping and it wasn't. And I did have to modify the bushing right off the bat. $200 part, you gotta modify it. Uh-oh. Well, you know, at least it fits in here tight. It functions the way it's supposed to. So in all honesty, this has already been pre-fit. And I will say that all of the barrel and the locking block are new. This is all brand new. I can tell there's no wear on any of the finish. This locking block is really tight. It makes me feel more comfortable that way, having a nice brand new locking block in there, because I was getting concerned. Now this has a notch in it and it needs to be installed toward the user. So I'll put a little mark on it. Make this back here. And that helps me orient it, because this bushing, if you look at it from this side, you probably can't see it, but the bottom half is thinner than the top half, which is why it's notched, I believe, to identify the top from the bottom, because there's less clearance naturally sitting on the bottom than there is on the top. I believe this was profiled to match similar to its factory lockup position, which would be resting on the bottom of the slide and tight up against the breech face. We're going notch up, and we're just gonna ease this in to place. Should go right where you want it. We're gonna save ourselves a headache later on. So I'm going to put it on about, most of the way on there, so the bushing's not going anywhere. And at this point, I want to reassemble the slide. Everything's seated in here the way it's supposed to be. So I can reassemble this. And then I'm going to lock it back. This is going to make it a little easier for me to see what's going on here. And now this barrel came with this tool, which has 4 prongs on it. Those prongs line up with these 4 slots in the barrel nut. That's tight. It's not spinning. Feels like it has a smooth transition. Let's go ahead and wipe this down. Ran this cleaning rod through here just to make sure I didn't leave anything in the barrel. This is tight, that's tight. And I'm gonna just give it a touch of my special oil that I use on everything. And it should lock up. It should lock up fairly easily. And I would say that was easy enough because I just let off and the spring pressure was able to bring it up onto the barrel bushing. At this point, it's set right. It's in there good. It's not in there so tight that the blowback isn't going to be able to push it back. It's not in there so tight that if you let the spring back on it ever so slightly, you can't even get it to hang up. It won't even hang up on it. So I just turned this into the most accurate Beretta in the world. In the entire world, there is no other that's more accurate. And I don't know, that's a line of BS, I'm sure. I'm sure you know that too. But I'm sure it's going to be fun at the range now that my point of aim and point of impact should be relatively the same once I set the sights. These are driftable sights in the Vertec model, both front and rear. They're dovetailed. The straight back strap that makes the grip a little bit more like a 1911 style. Feels a lot more comfortable in my hand, and hopefully now I enjoy shooting it even more. There you go, most accurate Beretta in the entire world, right here in small town USA. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day.